Okay, so good morning, folks. Apologies for the delay here getting set up. We just were putting into place some plans for later today, especially if I continue to decline in my condition.
Don't forget to turn your recorder on.
It's already on. Thanks. This morning we're going to be engaging in retrospective on yesterday's material with a grab bag of items that I felt could have been featured more prominently within the course of the sessions. Secondly, we're going to be going through an exercise that will help solidify some of the learning from the hands-on exercise yesterday. Thirdly, we're going to be going on to a discussion of agent-agent interactions through the use of networks. Would one of the TAs mind getting Merlin? There's an AV issue encountered. With respect to our retrospective, yesterday we had a whirlwind tour through a set of different materials. Within our first glimpse of a model, we saw that a model is an operational way to capture dynamic hypotheses concerning the world. It provides a way of capturing in a very precise way our hypotheses about what might be going on in the world, or a specification of processes in the world that we might be interested in investigating, and seeing their logical conclusions, seeing what dynamic behavior they induce over time, what dynamic behavior follows from that. Merlin, I'm not getting AV on with HDMI, and I'm not sure why that is.
Okay.
These models that we produce, I noted, are particularly valuable for investigating what's going on in the world, for seeing if our hypotheses for what might be going on actually jive with empirical evidence. That may sound like an obvious thing to be able to do without a model, but when we're dealing with a complex system where there's many moving parts, but more importantly, where the behavior of the whole exhibits emergent features, it's different than the sum of the parts. Totaling up all the factors in our mind to have a clear vision of what the outcome would be of a given hypothesis, it's not feasible. We're just not built to do that. We need a prosthesis. We need assistance. And that prosthesis comes in the form, in this case, of simulation. Simulation tools help us total up the wide variety of causal pathways captured within a model to see what their effects are logically in the outcome. Are those effects in some sense presupposed by the model? Yes, but the implications of those presuppositions and the fact that certain outcomes will be induced by this model is often not clear. And in fact, mathematically, we can show that in general, it's impossible without simulation for a nonlinear system to know the outcomes without going step by step by step through that simulation over time to see what the outcomes are. With a linear system, we know how to break it up, how to treat inputs and break them up into pieces. But with a nonlinear system, we don't have that option. Would you like me to reinitialize my?
Yeah, I can do everything but you.
Okay, so let's. Okay, the problem is this is going to screw up the